Welcome, everyone. Welcome into Purple Lunar Rose Tarot and Astrology. Tonight, we're going to be looking at the week of September 10th through September 16th. We're really only actually going to look at 2 days, the 14th and the 15th. We have that new moon in Virgo coming in, so we're going to talk about that. A little bit of Mercury retrograde information. I am going to do a collective reading for our divine masculine and divine feminine energies. And then I'm going to offer you guys some Virgo new moon readings at the end. So make sure to stick out around, hang out with us. I see Pooja, Diana, Sandra. Guys, don't forget we are on 3 different platforms. So we're on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. I'm not getting any notifications, so it looks like everything is working very well. Let me know, ladies. Do we have sound? Can you hear me okay? Do I sound like I'm in a cave somewhere? Amy on Facebook, hello. Guys, Venus retrograde has ended. I don't know if you can tell my excitement in my voice, but hi, Mary on Facebook. But yeah, I'm so excited. Venus retrograde was 40 days and 40 nights. Some astrologers really talked about it in a challenging way, saying that Venus retrograde was going to be like what ruined summer, right? I don't think, oh, thank you, Diana. Wouldn't say necessarily it ruined summer, but it definitely made our summer very challenging, right? For me, I felt like I was called to pull my energy back, call my energy back, and really be very picky about where I shared my energy or how I shared my energy. So let me know in the comments. Did you guys feel that too, the last 40 days and 40 nights? Again, very challenging. I feel like if we were on this specific journey, right, that we're on here at PLR, I feel like divine feminine definitely stepped into their power and divine masculine continuing their awakening process, but both parties, both energies, a lot less guilt, right? A lot less guilt about the journey that we're on and the things that we have to do. It's like we've definitely learned that we have to fill our cup before we can help anyone else, right? Hi, Jean, long time no see. All right, I see Jenna too on Facebook. Everybody's coming in. Maybe we should do the later ones more often, right? Guys, I am going a little later than normal tonight. The circus came to town, like literally. I live in this really small town, and a real circus like came to town. We were at the gas station, and we seen they had this little coupon thing, and we were like, "How is this even possible?" Because like, where would they have this circus? You know, I took my kids to the Nashville circus for, I would say, a good 5, 6, 7 years straight. Every year because grandpa was a Shriner and we went to the Shriner Circus in Nashville. I don't know if you guys have ever seen that circus, but it's huge, right? Really big circus. So I was like, how are they going to do that here in this little bitty town? Like, where would they do it, right? Well, we have like what they call the local rec center. And they did it like under this tent thing. It was the tiniest circus I had ever seen. They had like little pony rides, face painting. They did have like the little trapeze people that do all the flips and dances in the air, which was pretty cool. They had like the Spanish family, which I thought was amazing. That you could tell like they've been a family that had been working and doing, performing all their acts in the circus for quite some time, which I thought was pretty neat. They also had like the motorcycle, in the globe, where it goes around all crazy. Now, in the one in Nashville, I was telling my friend, I said, in Nashville, they put like eight motorcycles in this globe, and they all go at the same time. But this one was a small globe, only one bike in there at a time. She did some amazing tricks, but what really freaked me out was at the very end, they put the little trapeze lady inside the globe while the motorcycle was going around her. And I was like, oh my gosh, my adrenaline was pumping for her. She was a tiny little thing. And I just remember thinking like, man, it takes some big cojones, you know what I mean, to stand in that globe while while that motorcycle is going around you. Like, I don't know. It was pretty cool though. She had her hands up, and it was a lady riding the motorcycle, by the way, and she was high-fiving her like every time she went around. So yeah, I thought it was super cool and something really interesting to happen in here in little, Katie's where I'm at, right? All right, so let's get to it. Let's talk about the new moon in Virgo. New moon in Virgo, 8:50 p.m. Eastern Time, September 14th. It's going to be about implementing. That's what this new moon is about. Remember, September 15th, Mercury retrograde is going to end. Guys, this is kind of when communication will start to clear up. Remember, this is just the beginning. We have those, what they call the shadow periods before and after the Mercury retrograde. So definitely some exes could still be returning. And just remember that this Mercury retrograde, the thing that you're supposed to be doing, or the thing to remember at this time, is you want to be responding, right? You're responding, not reacting. All right, so let's talk new moon in Virgo, because this is what has me the most excited. And I am offering some free new moon in Virgo readings right after our collective reading. All right. All right. So new moon, I said it's time to implement, and what we're implementing is all the lessons that we've been learning. So again, Venus retrograde just ended, so there's some massive lessons right there. I feel like the whole month of August had some major downloads. I feel like we all experienced some big activations, even if you really didn't know like what was happening, right? Hold on, let me clear up the Facebook really quickly. Guys, please don't click on any of the links. Tonight's readings are completely free. I am offering some paid readings, and you should see all that information scrolling across the bottom of your screen. Sorry, a little Facebook spammer over there. I got him though. All right, so new moon, the lessons, everything we've been learning. I would say definitely Venus retrograde, but everything in the month of August, right? You're going to start to implement them, and you're going to start to implement them in your daily routine. That's kind of the difference, right? So you're getting this big reset period. But the thing about this Virgo new moon is like everything is happening very quickly with it, right? So you're getting this reset period, but it's a quick reset. You're getting a time like a blank slate, but it's a quick blank slate. It's like it has to be wiped down quickly and restarted quickly. A rebirth, it's a quick rebirth. A fresh start, but it's a quick fresh start. You're also getting an opportunity to manifest new energy quickly with this new moon in Virgo. So remember, guys, Virgo represents your daily life, your routines, and your habits. So this new moon has you fine-tuning your schedules. And one of the things that I noticed when I was going through and looking at the chart, some of the other aspects that are happening here really have you thinning out your schedule, thinning out your schedule. In other words, you're going through and looking at the things that are important to you, and those are staying in your daily routine and daily schedule, and you're definitely like weeding out the things that are no longer important, or things that are not aligning with you at this time, right? You're also going to have self-improvement with no guilt. This is my favorite, because we definitely struggle with guilt. It's like we think we're supposed to help everyone else before we help ourselves, but then what happens is we just become depleted, and we're not able to help others, right? Or we're just pouring, what I say, our depletion all over the ones that we love, right? So this Virgo new moon is definitely one of my favorite new moons, because it's giving us that guilt-free energy, and kind of showing us that, yes, like it's just like when you get on the plane, you have to put your mask on first. So you're going to be able to self-care, self-love, self-heal, all those self things without feeling selfish, right? The Virgo new moon is also in for the long haul energy. It definitely gives me like Knight of Pentacles energy. Like you're going to start things that are not going to like come to. Now, I'm not talking about manifestations, because you can manifest very quickly with this new moon, but you're going to start new routines and new habits that are going to be like for the rest of your life, right? Like from here on out going forward. And health is also going to be very important with this particular new moon. Star Luva on YouTube, hello. All right, so let's talk about the struggles a little bit. Virgo struggles with being overly critical. That's something, if you know a Virgo, they're very hard on themselves, and they're quick to be hard on you too if you don't meet expectations, right? So you want to be easy on yourself. And if you find this new moon triggering, give yourself grace. You want to try to stay calm with this new moon. I know that normally full moons are the moons that really get us like at peak emotion. And I know that we just had this blue moon, right, which was the second full moon in August, which gave us all peak emotions, right? Um, but because this new moon is coming right after that blue moon and some of the other aspects that are happening, I do feel that this particular new moon could be triggering for some of you. And what I mean by that is like some of you are going to realize that you made some plans probably around January, February, March. And then maybe you begin to implement some of those plans. And then in the last 3 months, they've kind of fallen apart or fallen away. So this is the time where you're with this new moon where you're going to see, man, I was going to start doing that thing, right? Like most of you, it's going to be like New Year's resolutions, right? January when we all say, oh, I'm going to be healthier, I'm going to do these things, I'm going to start going to the gym, I'm going to eat better, yada yada yada, right? So this new moon could be a little triggering because it's going to show you all the things that you did, that you said, oh, I want to do these things so I can have a healthier and happier life, right? And you didn't actually implement them. Again, most of you didn't implement them due to guilt, feeling like, oh, I don't have time for me, I have to take care of them first, right? That type of energy. But as we went through these last few months, and again, all these downloads, activations, the Lionsgate portal, Venus retrograde, that grand cross, have mercy, right? But it was like, as we went through all of those, we learned why the things that we were trying to implement at the beginning of the year were important, right? So it's like now that we learned, and some of us the hard way, some of us went through some big ascension symptoms and activations in the month of August. Some of us, like, it was so, the energies were so impactful that like we went to doctors and hospitals and emergency rooms, two of them, right? So yeah, it's like we had these big all this information come in, and it's like now this new moon is going to show us how to use all that information without feeling guilty about it, because now we understand that we have to take care of ourselves first before we can take care of others, right? So all new moons are opportunities for new beginnings, but this is going to be the perfect new moon to really set new intentions and then script and act on new healthy habits or stop unhealthy, harmful habits altogether. This is the moon, guys, this one. So I just want to say, let's talk divine feminine and divine masculine a little bit. For divine feminine, the new healthy habits are definitely the self-care routines, right? We're getting up in the morning, we're getting up earlier in the morning, we're greeting the dawn, right? We're meditating more. Some of us have started practicing yoga, different breathing practices, right? We're all doing these things. So it's like now we're going to start implementing them in our daily routines, daily habits. For masculines, it was more about breaking away from unhealthy or harmful habits, right? And that, let's talk about that a little bit too, because I feel like feminine energy has done that already. Feminine energy really did that before Venus retrograde started. But I love that, Jenna. Me too. They're strong tonight, right? Erica is with us on Facebook. Hi, Erica. But yeah, so like this energy, look, I got distracted. Totally, totally lost it. Oh, okay. The feminine already removed the unhealthy habits. Masculine definitely struggling with the unhealthy habits a little bit more, I think, than the feminine energy. I got several messages. You know how I always get those pools to do the readings? Several messages for masculine energy that I guess would say had to turn down. Like I had to tell spirit, like, yeah, I can't post that video, or I can't read that live. You know what I mean? Like, because it was so very direct for masculine energy. And because there was, I feel both energies, guys, both energies. So it's like I can feel the pain, the suffering, the struggle, all of those things from both sides. So it definitely was, I feel, a little bit more challenging for masculine energy because they were dealing with all of that, the struggle, the pain, the challenges, as feminine energy definitely already had like a step ahead, right? A little bit ahead of the masculine energy. All right, guys, that's it. That's new moon and Virgo energy. So remember, it could be a little triggering for some of you. We're going to stay calm. We're going to give ourselves grace, right? We're all learning. I never say like I don't believe in mistakes. Like there's no mistakes in this journey. Everything has purpose. Everything happens for a reason, right? And it's like sometimes we can cause delays, definitely. And I feel like when we cause those delays, the Ten of Pentacles came out, guys. But it's like sometimes when we cause delays, it's like there's purpose for that. We had to learn something. For us collectively at PLR, I feel like what we had to learn was a little self-worth. We were definitely struggling with a little self-worth for sure. I think that's why we weren't able to put our masks on first, right? All right, so I pulled out the Gilded Tarot. Ten of Pentacles came out when I was shuffling. So it's definitely this energy like we're focused on our goals now, right? There's a lot less obsessive thinking. There's a lot less worry, stress. I feel like we're all starting to understand what union is. I feel like a lot of you are starting to understand that you're always in union. So there's no need to like fight against the separation. We did August twin flame energy. I know I'm a little bit behind for September, but I definitely had to get through Venus retrograde before I was going to be ready for September's. But that'll be coming out soon, guys. We'll do that live very soon. But August was called Separation is Preparation. I have my spidey senses telling me, I'm not 100% sure, but I think that September's is going to be called Separation is Protection. All right, let's start masculine energies first, please. Masculine energies first. Ooh, Five of Swords comes out. Five of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But Five of Swords could be disagreements, battles, arguments. It does say that this masculine energy comes out on top of the situation, but there is a high cost with Five of Swords. The Five of Swords is actually a victory card, but I don't ever really see that card as a victory. It is possible this could be like negative thinking. And I know that masculine energy was definitely struggling with self-worth. All right, so Two of Swords comes out for feminine energy. I'm not really sensing a stuck energy here. I don't really turn them upside down, but it is giving me a little bit of reversal energy. For some of you feminines, you could feel like you're stuck when it comes to your journey, to the masculine energy, right? But it's like you've chosen another route. So the Two of Swords, I love how it's got the new moon too, because it's new opportunities to get unstuck, right? But the Two of Swords, it shows those islands in the back, and it says that she can actually go to either one of those islands, but she chooses to stay stuck where she's at. I think what's happened here is Divine Feminine feels like there's this energy like, we have this understanding like there's something Divine Masculine needs to be off doing. Like we've definitely learned we each have our own journeys, right? Spiritual lessons we're supposed to be learning. Sorry, guys, Spencer is walking down the hallway. He has to come check on me. And you know, Miss Tina's wood floors, he tip taps, you know. But I do feel like we've chosen something. We may not have been able to choose this, so we chose this, right? It's that type of energy. And for most of you Divine Feminines, this is it's a monetary thing, right? It's a work situation. It's a following your purpose situation. But it's like it's giving me like Nine of Pentacles energy. Like you may be stuck in this situation on this island, but you jump to the island with the Nine of Pentacles, where it's like, now I'm going to focus on my career. Now I'm going to focus on my independence. Now I'm going to focus on being able to carry myself, right? It's that type of energy. Oh, you can't hear Spencer when he goes walking down. I mean, it's so loud. All right, let's look at bridging energy. So the air signs are coming out strongly. All right, so here's some cup energy. So water signs, so Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Page of Cups is the I'm sorry card. I'm getting like mutual respect with that Page of Cups too. All right, let's do a little head, heart, higher self space. All right, masculine energy, head space, what they're thinking. We have Ace of Cups. So there's a lot of intuition, maybe trusting intuition. I'm getting intuitive hits and also overflow of emotion. But there's definitely some trusting of intuition here also. So in the heart space for masculine energy, I have 7 of Cups coming out. There's confusion. Confusion in the heart space. The 7 of Cups is the card that always shows, like, you see how this one has angel wings. There's a rose in this one, but there's like a fire-breathing dragon in that cup. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, it's definitely like you're not sure, the masculine energy. It's like you're not sure which cup to choose. And remember, cups are feelings, emotions, love. The star came out for higher self. So this is about, see, I kind of sensed that right at the beginning, but it's about like not only just bright hope for the future, but purification, cleansing, forgiving. I feel like forgiveness is really big right now, right? And it has been, I've been getting this energy personally, in my own journey. Like if I don't forgive, well, if I don't forgive, I won't align, right? And I'm definitely at the part of my journey where alignment is really my only goal at this point, right? So for masculine energy, it is about forgiveness, but I don't think, I mean, it definitely could be about like masculine needing to forgive feminine, definitely. But I'm getting like there's this, and I know some of you feminines are like, what? I didn't do nothing. But we do. But anyway, I'm getting this energy like for masculine, it's about forgiving themselves, cleansing themselves, purifying themselves. There's this energy of like, I did this thing a long time ago and I don't deserve goodness. I don't deserve happiness. I don't deserve love. I don't deserve yada, yada, yada. And I don't mean to say it like that. It's just that it's not true. So, I mean, I know you could like masculine energy could be feeling this collectively. And again, it could be like purging, like just coming up to be released, definitely, because they've been learning about self-worth. But I think it's about forgiving of themselves. It's like this energy, like they thought because they done something or been through something, and it doesn't even have to be done something. Like I could be talking to like a masculine energy that maybe your parents were like financial, like you're poor. And so you feel like lesser than just because you grew up with less than. You see what I'm saying? That doesn't mean you've done anything wrong, but it's like having to forgive yourself for feeling like you were less than, right? Something like that. Aquarius energy coming out strongly with the star card. First major arcana in the masculine's higher self space. All right, let's look at feminine energy, head, heart, higher self space, please. All right, so 5 of Wands comes out in the head space. Ooh, Scorpio coming out strongly in the heart space. And I just want to show you so far, Aquarius and Scorpio, the death card, the star, are the only major arcanas. I'm going to turn one more over for the feminine's higher self, but we have a death and a rebirth. Do you guys see that? The death card, the star card, death and rebirth. We have 5 of Pentacles coming out. So definitely some challenges on the feminine side. Tell me, feminine, is this resonating? Do you guys feel like it's been challenging for you to close out this chapter? Do you feel like you keep reaching out in hopes that this isn't the path that we've turned on? That's kind of what I'm getting. It's like collectively we've made a turn. We've decided, okay, we're on this journey, we have purpose, we have something to do, let's go get this shit done, right? So it's like we're going to go get it done, and it's like we've made that turn, but we also understand that now that we've made that turn, that these energies both have something they're supposed to be doing. And so now there's like this feeling of, oh, is this really what I want? Am I wrong? Tell me. Erica, I couldn't even imagine. I stay indoors just so that I don't have to experience certain things, right? But I just want to say Mercury retrograde was over and I went to this like big circus thing today. So I'm just saying, don't hide, guys. But yeah, there's this energy of like, oh, is this what I want to do? I'm just gonna say yes, this is what you want to do. Because when you start focusing on your purpose instead of the person, you just automatically align to what is meant to be yours, right? But Seven of Cups and the Death card, this could also be, this is heart space here, right? What they're feeling. And masculine got Seven of Cups, so it's like confusion, choices about love. And then feminine energy got the major arcana, the Scorpio, the Death card, the it's ended, it's done, it's finished, it's concluded. But I will say that when something comes to an end, something new begins. The fives, the Five of Wands and the Five of Pentacles tells me divine feminine, massive struggle. This is challenging. This is hard. You're doing it. Major Arcana says you're doing it. It's like you have so much heart, feminine. It's like you have all this heart. Oh my gosh. It's like, I'm going to use a football reference because I have 3 boys. But have you guys ever seen that movie, Rudy? It's one of my favorite movies of like all time. But anyway, it's like this about this guy who wanted to play football for Notre Dame. Amazing movie, guys, if you haven't seen it, seriously. But he was tiny, right? Like he was short, he was little, and he wasn't like Notre Dame size. And so they weren't going to let him play. And then, you know, he kept practicing and he kept showing up and he like worked for maintenance and cleaned the field. He was like homeless and like lived in this little utility room like thing. And he would sneak in at night so they wouldn't see him. And the whole point of the movie is that he does all of this so that he can play. And at the very end, in his senior year, in the last game, I mean, by gosh, right? They finally let him go run out there on the field and he gets to play a play. He actually gets to play several plays, but he does amazing. And it's because he has so much heart, right? Like they would, those big football players would like knock him down and he would just get right back up. Like nothing could keep him down. That's the feminine energy that I'm getting. Yes, it's challenging. Yes, it's strong, but nothing's going to keep you down. Heart space, you could be telepathy, going back and forth with the twins is in the heart space. So this could be divine feminine saying, this cycle is finished. Not doing this anymore. Does it hurt? Is it challenging? Yes. But Five of Wands, yes, it's challenges, guys. But Five of Wands also means training. And that's so important because is it hard for you right now? Yes. But you know what you're doing and you know how to do it. Now, Five of Pentacles is here for higher self. So divine feminine. Clearly it's hard with the major arcana in the heart space. But it does say that you can ask for help. Five of Pentacles, you see how it's got like the church window, like the stained glass window? It does say that you can ask for help. The World card on the bottom, definitely closing out old chapters and starting new cycles, right? All right, let's wrap it up for the collective energies with a few messages. So let's do 3 from divine masculine to divine feminine first, please. All right, so the first one to come out, you taught me that I have purpose, definitely. Remember, we learned recently, masculine energy activates the journey, right? And then feminine energy leads the journey. That means that you were activated. If I'm talking to divine feminine, you were activated by their masculine energy, but you're the one that's taught the masculine energy that they have purpose. They have something to do. They're not supposed to just you know, hide and be sad and not do anything. Like they have things that they are supposed to be up and doing. Your eyes always talk to me. And was I wrong for trying to move on? There's that wrong word. There's this energy of like, I'm making a mistake. This isn't right. It doesn't feel right. Something about it feels wrong. Now, I'm not saying that that's actually true, but that's just what the energy feels. So masculine energy is thinking something about this just feels wrong. And it's not necessarily wrong. It's just that it's challenging. It's difficult, right? All right. There's too much pressure, feminine to masculine. I'm trying to move forward and I know who we are. I love that. I don't know what to do was on the bottom. So there's definitely this energy between both, right? Where there's this confusion. Again, it's like we've taken this turn and we're trying to figure out like, man, is this really what we want to do? Is this really how it's going to go, right? It kind of gives me, you know how I always talk about in the energy oracle, the indecision card where she's standing at the tree and it's like she has two sides to choose from and it says like she only makes it halfway down a path and then she comes back to the tree because she's scared and she's like, no, I'll just stay right here with my indecision because making a decision is just too much, right? It kind of reminds me of that, gives me that type of energy. So sorry. Jenna, that's awesome. Starluva says, love that movie. I love that you know that movie. Imagine there's a lot of people that are like, what is she saying? What is she talking about? It's a good movie. And I grew up in Indiana at my grandpa's. And so, yeah, Notre Dame was a big thing where I grew up. So it was just the perfect movie for me. I've always been a football fan. I was the water girl in high school. So I got to stand down there on the field. It was amazing. And then I had three boys, you know, which all played football. So yeah, I definitely was the football fan, right? Oh, no worries, Diana. No worries. All right, guys. So tonight, what we're doing is some new moon readings, free new moon readings. I do believe I'm also offering 3 love messages. I am going to stick to the OGs tonight. The OGs. I know everyone loves the soulmate ones too, but like, who was it that said? Was it Jenna or Erica? The twin journey, the twin energy is definitely very strong tonight. So we're going to stick with the handmade ones. Guys, these are from my own journey. These are from your journey, from doing readings in here, from doing your personal readings in the Etsy shop. And that's how I made all of these. That's why you guys like them so much. So these are free tonight, guys. So make sure to take advantage of that. I believe the only paid readings are if you want to ask a question, $5. And then, of course, our twin flame current energy, the detailed full reading, $10. Of course, paid readings jump the line. So let us know if you do make a payment. Guys, please use Facebook stars and the YouTube super chats for tips only. I would really appreciate that. All right. Next, we have Pooja first on YouTube. All right, so when I call your name, guys, just let me know which reading you want to do. So remember, we're doing the 4 cards Virgo new moon reading, 3 cards messages from your person. I believe I also have talking to heaven on there. Pooja says, new moon for me, please. Erica on Facebook says, can she be added to the list? Guys, please tap that like button for me, especially if you get a free reading. If that reading resonates, please hit that like button. Like, share, comment, all those good things. All right. All right, Pooja. So I made this spread a couple of days ago. I practiced it right before this live on myself, and it worked out great. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull out the 4 cards first, and then I'm going to tell you what those 4 cards mean, okay? So the first one to come out is Ascending the Mountain, Keep Going Forward. The second one to come out is Passion and Pleasure, Savor Your Life. I always feel like that's kind of like the camping card, because it shows them out by a campfire dancing. And then Pooja, you have Discovering Truth for the 3rd card. And then I have 2 cards that came out for the last placement. On the bottom, you do have Distant Thunder, Clear the Air. So Pooja, you could feel like you need closure with something or someone, like you haven't maybe spoke to them lately or said something. I do see the peacock in the fellow traveler, so it could be masculine energy. Joy and delight is here, and fellow travelers. Normally with joy and delight, I get children, like it could have something to do with children, but I feel like this is actually joy and delight. It's kind of like the passion and pleasure, savor your life. So I do feel like that's what's happening here. You could be walking away from a masculine energy, or you could be sensing that this masculine energy has somewhere to go, a journey that they need to go on. It's like he's going after his rainbow. You see that rainbow in the back there? It's like you know that this masculine energy is going to find their happiness. It's like you know that they're going through something that will help them find their happiness, right? All right, let me get the book so I can find my spread. All right, new moon in Virgo. All right, so new energy that's coming in. You got Ascending the Mountain, Pooja, keep going forward. So that kind of tells me that new energy that's coming in is going to have something to do with something you've already been working on. Most likely it's this masculine energy I was picking up earlier, right? So something you've already been working on or maybe thought of. Remember I said that earlier in the live that we're going to feel this energy like those New Year's resolutions that we may have strayed from. It's like this new moon is going to be like, oh, remember those things that you said you were going to do? You're going to have to start doing them now. So it's like for you, I feel like you've actually been doing most of them, right, Pooja? So it's like, just keep going forward is the message that I'm getting. All right. So the next thing I'm going to look at is, what do you need to add to your to-do list? Remember, Virgo new moon is about your daily habits and routines. So what does Pooja need to add to your daily to-do list? You got passion and pleasure. Savor your life. In other words, Spirit's saying that you need to have more moments where you can enjoy yourself, have a good time, relax, be around friends, family, that type of energy, right? The next thing I'm going to look at is new routines and habits that will bring you more joy. You got Discovering Truth. You stand in the light of truth. Pooja, this is the card that shows the young man walking away from the older gentleman, that he's pointing that other young man towards the town. And this young man's like, no, I've already been there. I've already done that. I already know what's down there. I'm going to go find the truth, what it is that I really want, right? And then for guidance, Pooja, or where to focus. So guidance, when I was asking for guidance, I asked Spirit, please show us, where do we need to put our focus, right? So you got joy and delight and fellow travelers. So I feel like right now, again, I'm sensing that there is a energy that is going off, like to do something they need to do, but it's like you're okay with it. You have an understanding. This could be you, Pooja. Like maybe your masculine energy knows. You see how the peacock's watching him. So it's like maybe your masculine energy knows that you are going to go after your rainbow. What makes you happy, right, Pooja? All right, I'm going to leave it there. I hope that was helpful, Pooja. All right, Mary on Facebook. Mary on Facebook is next. So Mary on Facebook, let me know that you're still here. And then let me know, are you doing a new moon reading, messages from your person, or talking to heaven? Mary says she's here. New moon, please. Perfect. What? Jenna. Jenna, I gotta go back up. It scrolled so fast. Chelsea. Hi, Chelsea. Jenna, I always miss this good chat. I'm telling you. Sometimes I have to come back and watch these live just so I can catch up on the chat. So Jenna says, I have a pair of twin flame socks and I wear them sometimes. I just found a hole in one sock. What are do you mean like they belong to your counterpart, or like you have socks that say twin flames on them? I feel like that just blew me out of the water if they're socks. Thank you, Pooja. Thank you. Chelsea says, can I please have one? All right, so we have Mary, Starluva, Jean, Erica, and then did we just add Chelsea? I say if we get one more, Diana, let's go ahead and close the free list after that. All right, Mary, here's your new moon reading, Virgo new moon. I am going to pull 4 cards out. I will tell you what those placements mean after I pull the cards, and I'll tell you what each card means. Mary, I want you to see this card because Spirit asked me to turn it over. It says, wise leader, you're a beacon for others. On the bottom, you do have an impasse card. I kind of talked about that in the energy oracle, the indecision. Like, you know, you need to make a different decision. You can't keep going the same way you've been going. It's like you've run up against a brick wall. And it's like you need to pick. You may have actually started to make a decision and then backed off of it because it got a little scary, right? Like not able to see where that decision was leading. But I feel like it's important that you see the wise leader, your beacon for others, because this tells me that there's people around you that's watching you, Mary, and they're watching. Most likely you're having a spiritual awakening, right? Most likely your reason you're following me is because you're having a specific type of spiritual awakening. And when we're on these specific journeys, especially the twin journey, it's definitely about unconditional love. We're healing ourselves. And when we shine our light, or like when we heal in front of others, we show others how to heal, Mary. So I feel like that's kind of what you're doing. But there's something about that you're a little bit of an indecision, like you're not sure. So, I mean, this could mean a bunch of different things, but I'm getting this energy like maybe you don't, maybe these, maybe like you're awakening, you're learning things about yourself, or you're learning abilities that you have, something like that. And it's like you're maybe a little self-conscious, like you don't want people to know that you can do certain things, or you see certain things, or you feel certain things, right? It could definitely be something like that. All right, let's get to the reading though. New energy that's coming in. You have uncovering treasure. Beneath the surface lies a great bounty. I think it's got something to do with your abilities, clearly, right? But it's like you had something this whole time that maybe you hid away, maybe you didn't bring to the light. And it's like now you see, oh, this is why I do this thing, or this is why I have this ability, or this is why I'm able to do this, blah, 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 right? All right, so the next card is what you need to add to your to-do list. Remember, Virgo new moon, all about daily routines. It's interesting because, Mary, you got the protected by angels card. I love this card. It says you're cherished by angels. If you're on this very specific spiritual awakening journey with me, we call it the twin journey here at PLR, right? You're guarded, and you're guarded by several angels, your whole spirit team, but there's a specific archangel, Archangel Michael, that protects the twins. So Mary, one, your name right there, right? But it's like you may be seeing a lot of um, I don't want to get like too religious here. It doesn't really matter, guys. It doesn't matter. All religions are trying to teach you love. Like when Jesus was here, Jesus was just trying to teach us all unconditional love. When Muhammad was here, he was just trying to teach us unconditional love. When, I don't know, John Smith was here, he was just trying to teach us unconditional love. You see my point? It's all the same thing. So it doesn't really matter like who you put, who you see, what label you use. But I'm definitely getting a strong sense that you most likely know what I'm talking about because you've been seeing this angel. You've been seeing, maybe you've been seeing like, I don't know, I'm seeing pictures of Jesus. So maybe that's what you've been seeing, but it's like something about knowing that you're protected, that you're guarded. And you could be asking yourself, like, why am I seeing all this type of stuff? And it could be because that particular angel is protecting you because you are on a specific journey, right? All right, so now let's look at new routines and habits that will bring you joy. You got navigating by the stars, follow your bliss. So the reason you have that impasse or indecision feeling is because you feel like you can't make the decision because you don't know what's down that road. So let's say you make the decision to come out about this awakening and talk about your abilities and maybe learn new abilities and explore new abilities and be open about that, right? But that would be maybe new, right? To you, like maybe you didn't do it that way before. So that's the follow your bliss, navigating by the stars. It's like it seems dark right now because this is new. You don't know. But once you start heading down that path, you're going to be shining your own light, right? And the path lights up and you'll be able to see like what you're supposed to be doing with all of this energy. All right, so the guidance or where you need to focus, you got vast vistas, and it says expand your horizons. This is my think outside of the box card, right? You see how he's coming out? It gives me a little bit of the Fool energy too in tarot. Like you need to take a leap of faith. It's time to start this specific journey. And it's almost like you've waited a little bit here. And because you have waited, it's like those ships, something's like already almost here. As many of us may have had to wait for those ships to come in, it's like you kind of stayed in your box a little longer than expected. And now something is definitely almost here. All right, I'm going to leave it right there, Mary. I hope that reading was helpful. She says, yes, exactly. I love it. Thank you, Mary. All right, so Starluva, you're next on YouTube. Starluva, let me know which reading are we doing? The 4-card, Virgo, new moon, 3 messages from your person. Sarah M on YouTube. Hello. I love it. Thank you, Mary. Beautiful energy. All right, Starluva says new moon. You ladies are making me so happy and proud right now. So happy and proud right now. Look at you guys. Focus on the purpose. Focus on the purpose. All right, Starluva, 4 cards. Remember, I'm going to go ahead and pull the 4 cards out. We'll go over what each placement is for and what each card means. All right, cleansing waters comes out. Ooh, protected by angels again comes out in the same place. Distant thunder comes out. One more, please. Answering the call comes out. All right, on the bottom, watching the clouds, lie back, rest, and relax. I don't think this is actually a time of lie back, rest, and relax because I feel like you are hearing the calling, so you're going to answer the call. This new moon in Virgo is going to help you do that. But I do feel like you have been in this energy of watching the clouds. I wouldn't necessarily say that it's like laying in the hammock, lie back, rest, and relax type of energy. It was more of a, I'm not sure which way I'm headed. I'm not sure how to answer the call without feeling guilty about something. So it's like, I'm just going to kind of sit here and wait for spirit to show me what it is. Starly, I don't feel like you were just sitting there. I feel like you've been doing the things to align. So it's like, I'm going to work my path so that I can align with what's meant to be. And I'm not going to overly stress about how to answer this call because you have this understanding or this knowing that spirit is going to help you see it clearly, right? Help light that path up for you. All right. So let's go over it really quickly. New energy coming in, cleansing waters, purification activates vibrant life force. Star Lula. Okay, hold on, it's coming too fast. The blue moon. I know we're talking new moon here, but hear me out. And I lost it. Okay. When the blue moon was here, the day that it peaked, you know how I'm here by my lake and that's why I stay here, right? Like I can't leave this lake, it seems like. This lake is different than any other lake, guys. There's a river that runs through this lake. So there's like a constant current that's running through this lake. Makes it very powerful, very powerful. But I was told, Starluva, to cleanse, to go submerge on the blue moon, which I did. And let me tell you, it was cold. But I'm getting this energy of cleansing. I think you have been cleansing, but like maybe there's something about like not enough. You need to do more cleansing. And there's definitely something about the water. I wouldn't say necessarily that you have to submerge like I did. For me, it was definitely a cleansing of aura, just a deep cleansing. So I really needed to submerge. But for you, she's not fully submerged. I think this is more of a little self-care and a little routine, but there's definitely something about I'm in Miss Tina's office. So Miss Tina has waterfalls everywhere. There's pictures. I know you can't see them, but like her calendar and they're all over the walls. And that's kind of the energy that I'm getting. Like let something wash off of you. Let something cleanse off of you. Maybe Spirit's saying you need to spend more time in your cleansing routine. Of course, I'm talking about spiritual cleansing. Starluva, I imagine you smell amazing. But I feel like there's this spiritual cleansing that it may even be like empathic cleansing too. Keep that in mind. All of us, or I almost said most of us on this journey are empaths, but all of us on this journey are empaths. And I feel like we're at a different level of empath than most people understand, right? So before I knew what twin flames was, or like before I was having a spiritual awakening, I knew that I was an empath. I knew that I felt other people's energy, but I didn't know exactly what that meant. And I didn't know exactly to what degree, right? I didn't know any of that until after my spiritual awakening and after I learned the word twin flame, right? So it's like there's definitely this energy of spend more time on cleansing your spiritual energy. Now, this is going to be important. This came out for Mary, same position. So I'm just saying that's pretty big, right? You guys see me shuffle. But what you need to add to your to-do list. You got protected by angels. You're cherished by angels. I don't know if I said this earlier either, but it's going to go for that reading too. But it's like we need to be calling on our angels. I know I spoke of Archangel Michael. I remember bringing it up when I seen the card. I see the face. But we need to actually be calling this archangel, especially when we feel like our spiritual energy needs cleansing, right? Especially if we feel, a lot of us sometimes can feel like we're getting spiritual attacks. during these periods. I don't necessarily want to say that I believe in that. Again, on my journey, guys, I'm in this boat with you. I'm in this journey too. So it's like I'm learning too as I go through it, right? I learn and then I come out and tell you guys. So it's not like I'm way ahead of what I'm talking about, right? But there's definitely this energy of needing to speak it, say it. The archangels have been coming to me. I've been having to call on my spirit guides. Before I didn't do it. Like when I first started this journey, I would be like, why do those tarot readers have to say all that stuff before they start a reading? Guys, just so you know, I do all my cleansing and all my preparation and all my calling ins before we hit that live button. But yeah, like I definitely was questioning, like, why do they do? Is it for show? Like, what's the point of this, right? Guys, I promise, like my spiritual awakening, my calling was like, you have to just go do this. And I didn't know what half of this was, right? I just listened and started following the calling and following the signs. And here we are 3 years later, right? But Starluva, definitely protected. Call those angels in, call Archangel Michael in. That's what I was going to say. If you feel like you're being spiritually attacked. Again, I don't necessarily believe in spiritual attacks because I believe that this angel is so powerful. There's nothing that can come through. You see what I'm saying? Now, I think that when we're having what we believe to be spiritual attacks, I believe that we're going through some of our own things, right? Like we could be having some traumas come to surface that maybe we thought we dealt with, but we didn't. Guys, this healing journey is an all the time healing journey. You're not ever going to come out and go, I'm healed. It's just never going to happen. You're constantly healing, right? So it just keeps going. I think we can have downloads, activations. We're going to be talking about the Kundalini here pretty soon. I mean, I know some of you guys are getting excited about the Kundalini, but we're going to be talking about that. I believe that's what's happened to me in the beginning of August. So we're going to definitely dive into that a little bit more. But I think that sometimes when we think that we're being spiritually attacked, that it's something that we're dealing with ourselves, right? It's something we're allowing in ourselves. As soon as we step up, it's kind of like stepping up to the plate, stepping up to the challenge, whatever that challenge is that's in front of us. As soon as we face it, face that fear, suddenly it's not so scary no more, right? Suddenly you don't feel like you're being spiritually attacked, right? Now, I'm not trying to do the air quotes and be like, oh, there's no such thing. I'm not going to try to like talk crap about it because I don't want nobody trying to juju me. But I'm just saying, I know that this archangel protects me because I see his face every single day, everywhere I go. If you guys knew me personally, knew the town that I lived in, like it's really hard for me to come out here, especially the days that like I put my face on the camera and I'm telling you guys about this journey that I'm on, right? But I do it because I know that this angel's here and I know that I'm highly, highly protected. So Starluva, call in your archangels and remember, you are highly, highly protected. All right, new routines and habits, Starluva, that's going to bring you joy. You have it, distant thunder, clear the air. You need closure in something. You need to say something to someone. You could be blocking someone could be blocking you, but it's like you're not very far apart. Wherever you two are, I am sensing another energy, so it's like a completely separate person. That's so not true. It's not a completely separate person, but it is two energies, right? But I'm getting that you feel like the storm is coming, right? You see the storm and the lightning. It's like you think, if I don't bring closure to the situation, if I don't say something, do something, then this storm is just going to get closer and closer. I just want you to know, Starluva, the storm is actually you and your own internal fears. This person is not going to come at you if you don't like say something or have like a closure conversation. And I just want to say too, I think the reason, like the problem here with this card, Starluva, is you don't need a closure conversation. You may want a closure conversation, but if this is the energy that I think I'm picking up on, which would be your counterpart energy, one, there's no such thing as closure. You're one soul and you're here on a purpose, and your soul said, I can do it, and you can do it. But you sometimes it's like we think something, guys, just because we think something doesn't make it true, right? But I do get this feeling like you think that If you had closure, you'd be able to answer the call. Or if you had closure, you'd be able to walk out this door. Or if you had closure, nothing would be blocking your doorway. Or if you had closure, you could move on to the next thing, right? And none of that is necessarily true. You may think it, and you may feel like, oh, if this has to be true because it's the last thing I haven't done, but it doesn't necessarily make it true, right? You're not going to necessarily have closure. That's how you know it's a twin, guys. It just keeps happening over and over and over. The universe will keep putting you back together over, and over. And there's purpose to that. It's to remind you. That's why I like that message card I seen earlier where it says, I remember who we are. It's to remind you. So if feminine remembers who they are, that means feminine energy is picking up on all those signs, all those synchronicities, talking to spirit, right? All right, so the guidance or where you need to focus, Starluva, you have answering the call. The time is now. I feel like this is really clear, Starluva. Focus on your purpose. Focus on your purpose. Don't worry about having closure with anyone. Most likely, closure is not needed because there will be another reunion. There will be another time where you're brought back together, and there will be another time where your purpose is lit up for you, which direction spirit wants you to take, right? All right, I'm going to leave it right there, Starluva. I hope that was helpful. Yes, Erica's like constantly brought back together. I know, right? And for those of you that have went through like separation periods, those are actually the biggest confirmations. I just went through a 3-year separation period and then had reunion. So I'm just saying, like, those are big confirmation. How can you, come on. Thank you, Starluva. Okay, we have a paid reading that's going to jump the line, Diana says. Farah paid via PayPal and has a question for her reading. All right, so are we wanting to do free new moon reading and add a question? I would be so down to do that. Awesome. All right, so I'm going to pull the 4 cards first, and that's going to be new moon. I'm going to pull 3 cards after that, and that's going to answer your question. So let's pull the first 4 cards for the new moon in Virgo. And thank you so much, Farah. All right, you have the Miracles card coming out. Expect the Wanderess to emerge. You have the Wanderess emerging. Wow. Wanderess universe, walk in beauty. And then you have Valiant Courage. Take action with passion. This is giving me a little bit of Knight of Wands energy. Be cautious not to be reckless at this time. You also have Begin Now. Take your first step. All right, I'm going to shuffle one more time. We're going to pull 3 cards. Staying focused comes out. Hold the course. Watching clouds. Lie back, rest, and relax. But it's hard, right? Mystic healer. Healing energy flows through you. This is why you're being asked to lie back, rest, and relax. You have finding sanctuary, opening to your spiritual source. This is what's happening with both of you right now. So this is why, if this energy has pulled back, pulled away, this is why, because they're being asked to go within and tap into that spiritual source, tap into those collective powers. Breaking trail was the next card. A breakthrough is at hand. All right, let's go through that Virgo full moon, and then I'm going to explain these 3 cards to you, okay? All right, so the first one, new energy coming in, you have the Miracles card. It says, expect the Wanderess to emerge. And then you literally got the next card is Wanderess Universe. I'm just saying, I don't know how many cards are in this deck, but those are the only 2 cards that have those, you know what I'm saying, those words like that. So super interesting. It's almost telling me like expectations on this specific spiritual journey is not um it's not a good word, right? It's kind of like a bad word in this journey. But I'm hearing that you are to expect something. And I was actually picking up on that energy during Venus retrograde, because I'm the first one to come out and tell guys, like you guys, the twin flames, like, please don't have any expectations. That's what causes all the delays. That's what causes everything to slow down. That's what causes all the heartache. Like, you have to release the expectations so that you can start working your purpose, working your path. But Spirit's saying here, like, you clearly have some big miracle coming in, and you need to expect it to come in. You could be trying to manifest too. And if you're trying to manifest, but you're struggling, like, let's say, I'm trying to manifest this thing, but then I don't know, 5 times in each day, I'm telling myself it's not going to come through. Then it's something like that. Like, you need to expect it. And whatever it is, it's big, right? I mean, it's a miracle. All right. And then what to add to your to-do list? You have Wanderous Universe. So it's like, you're going to have to add it because it's going to come in quick. Whatever this is that you're expecting. And it's kind of like you made a wish. See the genie, like he's rubbing the lamp, right? It's kind of like you made a wish. So it's like, expect it to come in, and expect it to come in quickly, because you're going to have to start adding it to your daily routine, your to-do list, right? Things that you're going to have to deal with on a regular basis. All right. And then new routines and habits that will bring you more joy, valiant courage, take action with passion. All right. So this gave me a little bit of Knight of Wands energy. So Knight of Wands is be passionate about what you're doing, take action and be excited about the action that you're taking. But it can also be a little reckless energy. And I'm kind of sensing a little reckless energy here with this card. Take action with passion. The flag he's holding up is also sticking out to me. This could have something to do with health. And I'm also hearing like, too, like maybe, yeah, like maybe that's why you can't take the reckless behavior, because of the health. All right. And the guidance and where you need to focus, you have begin now, take your first step. So you're going somewhere. Okay. So the card shows a man, and he's waving. It looks like the woman, and there's 2 children here, and they're all waving. He's going off. It's like they know he has somewhere to go. He has something he has to go do, but it's like they're encouraging him to go. So it's like you're being encouraged to go somewhere, to do something, to start a new journey. And it could be because this person has went somewhere, started a new journey, right? Most likely this person is awakening, and it's like they're learning who they are, what they're supposed to be doing, right? All right, so here is your question. Your question was, your person, what was their current feelings towards you? Okay, so the way I was told to answer that question was to pull your own current energy. So staying focused, hold the course, is going to be the masculine's energy. You are definitely in your feminine energy. Here's something that's a little bit different, Farah, that you may never have heard before. I don't know if other twins readers talk about this or not. But I feel I'm on this journey. I met someone, awakened me, and here we are, right? Okay, so I feel that it is one soul. I don't think we're like half a soul in one body and half a soul in another body. That just doesn't make any sense to me. I believe that we're a simultaneous incarnation, which just means our soul is here more than one time. But it's like we're here. Totally lost it. Man, that's like the 3rd time today, right? Lee Spice on YouTube. Give me a minute. It'll come back. Don't worry. Oh, that's what it is. We swap the energies back and forth. That's how we heal the whole soul. In other words, like our masculine energy is the protect and provide energy, and then our feminine energy is the self-care, self-nurture energy, right? Every person on the planet has both of those energies. But I do feel that when you're on a specific journey, most likely what drew you to me is when you're on this type of journey, it's like you've met someone. There's another being that has that counterpart energy. And most likely that's who you're asking about. Like, that's why you were drawn to me. And you swap those energies back and forth. So it's like, if they're working on their masculine, protect and provide, which they are, then you're working on your feminine, which is the nurture, self-care. But you can swap those energies. This person can get all into their emotions and all into the healing process and all into the self-care, self-love, self-nurture just as much as you can. And you can get into your fight and protect energy just as much as they can. So keep that in mind. But this person, hold the course. It's like they've chosen something. They have like a long I don't know, like a goal. They want something. It's further down the road. And it's like they think that, again, just because we think something doesn't mean that it's true. But it's like this energy thinks that if they continue down this line, like they're barreling down this way, then they're going to reach that thing that's really far away that they think that they want, right? So they're definitely holding the course on something. Watching the clouds is bridging energy. We'll talk about that in a minute. This is going to be your energy. I feel like they're watching you too. Look at that. Mystic healer. So healing energy flows through you. So it tells me that you have something you're supposed to be doing. Begin now. Take your first step. Most likely is about tapping into your own spiritual abilities. You're going to have healing powers yourself, something that you're supposed to be doing and helping in some way on this journey. That's the whole point, like why we're all down here, right? But I do feel like that's coming out really strongly. Healing energy flows through you. I feel like you know this already. This person knows this already. All right, watching the clouds, lie back, rest, and relax. This is bridging energy. So it's like, this is the energy that you're both currently working on together. You could be working on it in different places with different people, but it's the lesson that you're both currently working together. And does it say sit down on your butt and don't do anything? No, it doesn't say that at all. The energy is more of the lie back, rest, and relax. It's more of do what you're supposed to be doing on your path, right? You're supposed to be this mystic healer taking your first step towards this part of your journey. It's like, do that energy and let spirit align like align with your soul's path so that spirit can bring into you the things that are meant for you at this time. All right. That's it. I'm going to leave it right there. I feel like they're watching you, and I feel like they have some sort of long-term goal, and I feel like they're definitely staying on that track. Like they're not detouring from that. All right. I hope that was helpful. All right. Who is next? Where are we going to next? Thank you, Farah. Thank you so very, very much. Jean on YouTube. New moon, please. And then Erica on Facebook, and then Chelsea on YouTube, and then Lee Spice on YouTube, and Tracy on Facebook. Let's stop that list after that. Let's go ahead and wrap it up after Tracy on Facebook. Thank you so much, Diana. All right, new moon. Yes, guys, free list is closed. I'm hearing paid readings. If we get a paid reading, we can still do a paid reading. I'll let you know if we need to close that too. I like that. I'm just saying that's different. All right, here we go. Jean, new moon reading, please. New moon reading. 4 cards. Faraway places, get ready for new horizons. Crossing bridges, it's time for healing, connecting, mending, and releasing. Travel lightly, simplify your life. And there's that uncovering treasure card again. Beneath the surface lies a great bounty. On the bottom, Jean, you have a wandering path. Enjoy the journey. Jean, are you okay? So I'm an Aries. And Aries is normally like just a sign that's just like go for it. We don't necessarily need a map. You don't need to like give Aries um straight directions. Like Aries will get there, right? They'll find a shortcut, the Aries, right? So that's normally my Aries energy. But um in my karmic marriage, I my karmic taught me how to read a map. She says she's a Leo. But yeah, so like I use a map and I know how to read a map. And I understand that there are people that do not know how to read a map, which I find super interesting. But I need that map. I don't like this wandering energy. Venus retrograde gave me this wandering energy because it was like you had to be in day to day. Like in the Venus retrograde, the 40 days, 40 nights, for me, it felt like it was this lesson where I had to be present. That was the biggest lesson in Venus retrograde. So it was like I had to do everything and today. Like Miss Tina, she loves to plan things out, trips and whatnot. And she's like, hey, we're gonna go do this thing in October. And I'm like, I can't tell you yes or no. Like I just know that I'm here today. Like this is what I can do today. And it was like day by day, day by day. That's how we had to do it. I feel like Divine Masculine could definitely still be in a little bit of day by day energy. That could be breaking through in the near future. But I'm getting here, Jean, that we're our Venus retrograde is over. Today is the day. Today I was making plans with Miss Tina for something that's like, I don't know, months down the road. And so I was like, yay, it's over. We can make plans again. But guys, being in the present moment was definitely a big lesson with Venus retrograde. So we need to make sure that, yes, we can make plans to do things in the future, but we're not waiting for those plans, right? We're living our joyous, happy lives right now in this moment, right? But yes, Jean, I'm getting this energy that you're in this like wandering moment in your life and you're like, man, which path am I supposed to go? Which way? Why is this happening? Why are we here? Right? It's that type of energy. And it's like, yeah, you want a map, you want a step by step, you want someone to go, hey, go this way, right? So my question to you, Jean, would be, because I feel like Spirit's always showing us signs and synchronicities. Do you feel like you have a hard time following the signs and synchronicities, or do you feel like you have a hard time seeing the signs and synchronicities? All right, let's get to the reading. So new energy coming in, new Virgo moon energy coming in, faraway places. It says, get ready for new horizons. I mean, I'm just saying that's so perfect, Jean. So definitely like, could have something to do with traveling for sure. But I think it's more about, kind of like what I was just saying. But I think it's more about like maybe seeing things clearer, having more direction about which way you're going, right? I think it's more of that, right? And it's like you're headed towards the horizon, right? Like you're headed towards the big thing that you thought would never get there. It's like it's almost here. All right, so the next thing we're going to look at is what you need to add to your to-do list. You have crossing bridges, a time for healing, connecting, mending, and releasing. So this is definitely an I'm sorry card, right? Maybe someone needs, okay, so I feel like if you feel, Jean, that someone needs to say they're sorry to you, this could be an opportunity for you to bring closure to a situation without you needing to actually go talk to that person, right? If it's possible that you feel like you need to say you're sorry to someone. Guys, apologies and forgiveness can be done within yourself. Now, especially if you're upholding a boundary, right? like, let's say someone has a boundary and Jean's like, well, my tarot reader said that I don't need to worry about your boundary because I need to come knock on your door and tell you that I was sorry about this thing. No, that's not what I mean, right? You can say you're sorry without having to like deal with that energy. Sometimes we don't want, like, we have the boundary, right, Jean? Like maybe you don't want the person in your energy. Maybe they bring too much chaos to your energy. So you're like, okay, I understand that I'm waiting for them to say sorry. And now you're going to bring closure to that situation within yourself without even needing them to say sorry, or you see what I'm saying? But it's definitely a time of mending something. Forgiveness energy is what I'm getting. It could be reconnecting. She is going across the bridge, so it could definitely be a reconnection energy. But I did hear the word boundaries, so I'm not sure who has the boundaries, but I would definitely say make sure that you are respecting all boundaries, right? All right, so new routine and habits that will bring you more joy. You have travel lightly, simplify your life. So again, pretty direct, pretty easy. Cleanse everything out. I'm getting like a spring cleaning type of feeling. You could be holding on to a lot of things. I heard pictures. You could be keeping like actual items too. Okay, so I'm hearing the message. You could keep a lot of pictures around. And like, how often, Jean, do you, me and Miss Tina were just talking about this. How often do you change your pictures out? There's something about that. And maybe like there's a whole bunch of something out and it's like you need to make less of it. It needs to be more simple. That can help you see more direction too. Especially if you're feeling like, oh my gosh, these new horizons are a little overwhelming, right? That could help like making it less things around you. Less clutter is what I'm getting. Like less things, less pictures, less overwhelming energies. It'll make things more simple as you move towards these new horizons, right? All right, guidance or where you need to focus. You have uncovering treasure. Beneath the surface lies a great bounty. Jean, I feel like you're in this big, you could have definitely experienced some heart chakra awakenings, activations in the month of August, like I did. And it's like now you're understanding this Virgo new moon. It's like now you're understanding why you had to go through those energies. Maybe you already forgave this person, right? Maybe you already said you were sorry if it was you. But it's like you are now that this new moon is here. It's like now you're realizing, oh, I had to do that. So now I can have this, right? All right, I'm going to leave it right there, Gina. I hope that was helpful. No pictures out. What is it that you have a bunch of? I saw pictures, but it might just be because I'm in Miss Tina's office and she has so many pictures. All her pictures are nature pictures, though, like waterfalls. But there's something, whatever it is, like Spirit's not going to tell you to take all your nature pictures down. It's something that you have a lot of that's making you feel overwhelmed. Oh, I see. Maybe that's it. Nikki on Twitch. Hello. Super based on Twitch. It's a raid. Guys, look at this. This is so cool. On Twitch, they do this thing where they have these raids. And let's see, who was it? Let's see if it shows me. Oh, it's not gonna. But yeah, look at all the Twitch people. I love it. Guys, don't forget we are on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch all at the same time. I love it. Welcome, 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 welcome. We are offering free readings, Twitch. So let me know. I know we closed the free list, Diana, but Twitch always comes to the party a little bit late, so we might have to add one. I do collective readings, but I'm offering personal readings right now. I'm actually offering a 4-card new moon reading or some love messages. So let me know, guys. Let me know. All right, Erica on Facebook. Oh my gosh, Erica. That happens too. Let me tell you, that happens too. It can be a little scary too when it happens. All right, so which reading are we doing, Erica? Let me know. All right, Diana, let's add Nikki to the list. All right, so Nikki, I just want to say, Twitch is never very patient. We do have a list. Here's our list. So you would be after Tracy. So I would definitely say, please be patient. Lee Spice says, I seen it. How much is 10 cards? There's a $10 reading. I think that might be what you're talking about. There's a $10 reading, and it is the detailed twin flame current energy reading. Oh, correlative. I see. I'm so sorry. I thought it said collective. Of course. All right, let's add Nikki and Super Base. All right, and then that's it, guys. We're closing out the list. Thank you, Diana. And let's add this one too. So 2 from Twitch. So guys, please be patient. Messages from person for Erica. All right, Erica, I'm going to stick to the OGs. Remember, I'm on this journey too, Erica. So these are messages from my own journey. Messages from your guys' journeys, from doing your private readings in the Etsy shop. These are things that your person could have already said to you, wants to say to you, but feel like they can't for whatever reason. First one to come out, Erica says, did you get my message? And I'm getting the message really clear. It's not necessarily that this person sent you a message, Erica. It's they're behaving a certain way and acting a certain way, and it's because they want you to see something or know something. It's like they expect you to know something by the way they're acting. It says, I didn't plan this comes out. And the intense energy in our connection scares me sometimes. Oh my gosh, Erica, that one is like for real, right? I feel like that they actually could have told you that before. Like this energy is scary sometimes. But yeah, something's happened. They want you to know they didn't plan this. They could have also said this. But did you get my message is not necessarily like there was a message sent. I don't send like a text or an email, nothing like that. This is more of like, I'm behaving this way. This is like body language, right, Erica? Body language. That's what I'm getting. All right, I'm going to leave it right there. I hope those were helpful. Thank you for being so patient, Erica. Look, she says, he told me the past few days I feel intense. Yes. Ooh, that's so weird. Body language. So that's so funny because I read it wrong. I thought body, like he was saying, like maybe he was acting like standoffish, and you're saying no, he's being more open and more affectionate. How beautiful. I love it. All right, Erica. Thank you, Erica. Okay. Chelsea on YouTube, you're going to be next. So Chelsea, let me know. Are we doing the 4 cards new moon or the 3 cards messages from your person? Let me know, Erica. Let me know. How do you multi-stream? What platform are you using to consolidate streaming platform, if you don't mind me asking? I don't mind. I use StreamYard, guys. I use StreamYard. I know that most Twitch streamers do not multi-stream because they want to be affiliated, and I know that's against the rules over there on Twitch. But we're rebels over here at purplelunarose Tarot, and Spirit tells me to focus on different things at the moment. So we are definitely multi-streaming. I've tried to separate a couple of times so that I could follow the Twitch rules. I'm definitely not trying to like take Twitch off or anything. But yeah, I've been told to multi-stream since the beginning. So Spirit's more my boss. So that's the route I'm going to go. All right, Chelsea, let me know that you're still here. I know you are. I waited so very patiently. I know you did. So just let me know that you're here and which reading. Lee Spice, you're going to be next. So Lee Spice, you can also let me know which reading. Yes, that I think that is the idea, super base. I think I'll worry about monetization later, right? All right, Chelsea on YouTube and Lee Spice. Let me know that you're here. I see Lee Spice. Hi, Lee. And Tracy on Facebook. Tracy on Facebook. Let me know that you're still here. All right, new moon. I'm going to go ahead and go to Lee Spice. So if Chelsea comes back, Diana, just let me know. Oh, yes, StreamYard, guys. StreamYard is going to be my, all right, Tracy, I will do yours. Tracy's after Lee Spice. Yeah, we were looking for Chelsea, so let me know. Yeah, StreamYard is my, the one I use, and it's definitely, I feel like, the best. All right, so new moon reading. I put them all back together for you, Lee. Let's give it a good shuffle. And I am using the Sacred Traveler by Denise Lynn. So remember, guys, Denise Lynn explains the Sacred Traveler is your higher self. Your higher self. Wow, that's pretty awesome. Look at this, guys. We got a compliment. That's a pretty cool compliment. Chelsea wanted the messages from their person. All right, Chelsea, I'm going to do yours after Lee, okay? So just hang tight. All right, Lee, 4 cards. All right, breaking trail comes out. A breakthrough is at hand. Begin now. Take your first step. Solitude in silence. Peace prevails. One more, please. One more. Guidance for Lee. So watching the clouds comes back out. Lie back, rest, and relax. And look at that on the bottom. Traveling lightly. Simplify your life, Lee. All right, so first card is new energy coming in, and you got a breaking trail. A breakthrough is at hand. I feel like you've been trying to go somewhere, get something done, and you haven't been able to figure out how to get started. And you may have recently, or this new moon could definitely be giving you like an aha moment, right? That's kind of what I'm picking up. All right, what you need to add to your to-do list. Begin now. Take your first step. So it's like you need to start whatever journey path. We talked about the astrology Lee at the beginning of the video. So if you missed that, I definitely recommend watching that portion. But the Virgo new moon has you implementing your spiritual lessons into your daily routines. And I think that's what you're beginning. All right. So new routines and habits that will bring you more joy. You actually got the solitude card. In silence, peace prevails. So this could be, for me, Lee, personally, I've been going through this lesson where Spirit's teaching me that like I don't have to correct everyone. I don't have to I don't have to speak every time, right? Like sometimes I can just listen and hear, and I don't have to respond or react, right? It's definitely like that type of energy. But you see how she's got that book open? Here lately I've been hearing, and let me know, guys, if you know what this is, because I feel like I should mention that I do not look at the comments when I'm doing the readings, guys. Sorry. But I feel like I heard it, and it's like maybe someone out there knows what it is. But it was like book of knowledge or like book of wisdom. I don't know. It was like something that I'm like when I see this, but it's like this great big book that has, oh my gosh, I know what this is. Wow, it's the records. What do they call them? Akashic records. That's what it was. All right, but anyway, Lee Spice. New routine and habits that's going to bring you more joy. I do feel like you're going to go spend more time alone. I think you're going to be spending that time alone because you're going to be learning something in that period. You could actually be reading books, audio books, but it's like you're taking in information. And you could actually be learning about like past life experiences, definitely. All right, guidance and where to focus, lie back, rest, and relax. I'm getting a little bit of like astral travel too. Wow. But watching the clouds is here, and it is this energy of, yes, you have things to do. Yes, you're starting a new part of your journey. Yes, this is the first step, but it's like, take it easy. Don't have to jump into it all, I almost said like all crazy like, but it's like not even that. It's like you're so passionate and excited about it that you just want to go after it, and you may miss something if you go too quickly, is what I'm hearing. All right, I'm going to leave it there. I hope that was helpful. All right, Chelsea, you're going to be next. Chelsea, let me know. You're still here. It may be, I was wondering that too, Chelsea, when I was calling for you. Make sure that you have it at the live, because you can rewind, you can go back. You may be like a little bit behind us. Super Base wants to know, what's the queue like? Let's see, what's our list look like? All right, so we're at Chelsea now. And we just did Lee Spice. So we have Chelsea, Tracy on Facebook, Nikki on Twitch, Superbanks on Twitch. And Chelsea is here. She would like 5 messages, please. Are we doing, you mean messages from your person? I believe those were 3 cards, but I will pull you 5 just because it was frustrating, right? All right, just confirm with me. Messages from your person. Is that what you're wanting, Chelsea? Thank you, Lee. Yeah, Super Base says multi-platform means more readings. Absolutely. Absolutely. All right, Chelsea, I'm going to go ahead and start pulling some messages. I hope this is what she wanted. That I hate to do it, and then she'd be like, no, that's not what I wanted. Nikki on Twitch, let me know that you're still there. I see Super Base on Twitch, but let me know, Nikki on Twitch, because you're going to be after Chelsea. So let me know that you're still hanging out, waited so patiently. I feel like I seen where she said she would like 5 messages. And I'm assuming she means messages. Oh no, she's saying she sent like 5 messages. Okay. Ooh, good thing we didn't get started, right? All right, Chelsea, I see it. I see that you're here. I just need to know which reading. Which reading are we doing? Are we doing new moon, messages from your person? Super Base says, nah, she's gone. All right, just on Facebook, I need you, we've closed the list, but I need you to, if you can wait patiently, I will pull a few cards at the end. Okay, so super base says that Nikki is gone, so we can take Nikki off. I didn't see any reply. Nikki on Twitch, let me know. All right, Chelsea, we're getting new moon. Here we go. New moon reading. All right, here we go. 4 cards, Chelsea. All right, first card comes out. Choosing your path, all is possible. Second card, desert passage, trust there is a divine plan. Third card, surrendering to the journey, release control. Fourth card, you got the impasse, reflect and redirect your energy. On the bottom, you have ascending the mountain, keep going forward. All right, so I'm getting this energy, Chelsea, that you've been on the mountain, right? And it's getting challenging, and it's like it's getting steep. I'm getting this energy like my legs are tired, like how much further do I have to go type of energy. But what's going to happen is it's actually going to cause you to have this impasse. And now you're going to be able to change direction, but let's just get to it. All right, choosing your path, all is possible. This is new energy that's coming in. So it's kind of, again, like I was saying, you've been climbing up this mountain, and it's like it's been so challenging, so much struggle, so much weight on your shoulders. And it's like, man, the things are getting heavy. The weight is getting heavy, right? This new moon is going to give you a new opportunity to change course. And maybe it's like, I feel like the light is shining on where he's headed and not so much where he's at. You see his shadow. So it's like, maybe it's not so much like you're not abandoning nothing. You're not leaving nothing. You're not saying, oh, I'm completely changing my whole life and doing something completely different. Maybe where you're focusing your light, like maybe you see how he's focused in a certain direction, like maybe where you're focusing your energy. And I just want to say, Chelsea, I heard this over the weekend. um like where we focus our energy is with what we live. That's what creates our reality. So wherever your focus is, and I think it's on that mountain that you've been climbing, it's like that's what needs to shift. Start focusing on new things that are coming in, or goals that you have that you want to accomplish, because that's going to change that light from the mountain you've been climbing to the new possibilities that are here, right? All right, let's see. The next card is what you're going to be adding to your to-do list. So you have desert passage, trust that there is a divine plan. I think it's the trust part, right? I had this energy over Venus retrograde, Chelsea, where it was like the 40 days, 40 nights of Venus retrograde. It was definitely this energy of trust. Like we had to have faith, and you can't worry and have faith at the same time, or like you can't worry and have, believe at the same time, right? You either believe and trust and have faith that you're on this journey, and spirit's going to shine this path and show you what your purpose is, where you're supposed to be going, what you're supposed to be doing. Or you worry and stress and have anxiety, right? It's like that. All right, new routine and habit that will bring you more joy. You have surrendering to the journey, release control. I feel like this is about expectations, Chelsea. You could be at this part in your journey where you're realizing that one, we all just had massive reunions like all over the world, right? So, and some of us already back into separation, some of us staying in reunion. I mean, everyone's journey is a little bit different. But I feel like your energy about surrendering to the journey, release control, is releasing the outcome. That I want to be this, I want this journey to be a certain way. I want it to have a certain outcome. I want it to end out a certain way. I want things to fall into place this way, right? That's the part that you have to release control of. All right. And then guidance and where to focus is that impasse. So I feel like, again, you've been on this mountain. You've been climbing this mountain for quite some time. Again, the weight, the burdens, all of it, the stress, the exhaustion, all of it. This new moon gives you an opportunity to put that focus somewhere else. And now all of a sudden you're shining your light and putting your focus on new energy, new possibilities, right? Reflect and redirect your energy. All right, I'm going to leave it right there, Chelsea. I hope that reading was helpful. She said, I love the oh my gods. Those are my favorite. All right. So are we, let's see, I gotta go back every time. I done lost the track of where where we were. Nikki on Twitch, which I believe Super Bass said there was no more Nikki on Twitch. So Super Bass would be next. And then Corshada, is it Corshada on Facebook? And I did see, I didn't realize we've been on here this long, guys. I'm sorry, but I did see one more. Oh yes, the Jess Marie on Facebook. Please stay till the end. Thank you, Chelsea. All right, Tracy, message from my crush. My feelings, what's going on between us? All right, so I'm gonna pull messages from your person, and I want you to keep your questions. Tracy, I want you to keep your questions in mind. Like, set your intention. Ooh, ooh, and I bent some. I like it when that happens. Did you get my message? Tried to fly out. Did you get my message? Yeah, Super Bass. I've noticed, but I think we're at like 150 something followers over there, and we have a few that come back pretty regularly. So I feel like once they got the one reading, once they were patient enough, once they seen why Spirit drew them in the first place, it was like after that, then they come back, and some have actually came over and joined us on Twitch and Facebook. So. Yeah, when I first started, everyone said, don't multi-stream. You won't be able to get people to go from one platform to another. And that's so not true. So not true. All right, Tracy, the first message to come out is keep following your intuition. Your person wants you to keep following your intuition. This could definitely be higher self messages. The white cards in the deck that you see are like what I call the OGs. And definitely were like more higher self messages from the beginning of my journey. All right, so I feel like you know something. Your intuition is telling you something about this person, and their higher self is telling you to keep trusting, keep following that intuition. All right, let's see what else wants to come out. You make me humble comes out, but I just want to say, Tracy, it was coming out in reverse. I feel like this person knows, they internally know that you do make them humble. They feel humble that they're on this, like they have this connection with you, but there is this energy of reversal. Like, I'm not going to show you that, or I can't show you that, something like that. All right, let's get one more for Tracy, please. Okay, so a couple more came out, but I'm going to read all of them. I will reach out to you soon. You don't know this, but you help me keep going each day. Why can't I stop thinking about you? I have no regrets. And I know this is way more than 3, but Spirit said I could, so we did. Say what you mean comes out. This person feels like you're holding something back. They feel like you're the one that actually has feelings, and maybe you're not sharing your feelings, which you probably aren't, for whatever reason. But yeah, I feel like this is like a new understanding between you and this person. But again, it's like internally, you don't talk about it out loud. Whatever has happened though, I feel like it's really important that you know that they deeply feel like they have no regrets of the situation. In other words, whatever happened, it's like they're glad it happened. They saw something in you that made them see something within themselves, right? That's why that you make me humble card comes out. I will reach out to you soon. I feel like that's a little bit of so we have like higher self energy, and then like this is the person. But when I give these messages out, I always say that one, these are messages that were in my own journey. That's how I made the cards, right? I did get some of these messages from your guys' personal readings that I do like in the Etsy shop. I do offer personal readings in the Etsy shop, guys. But Tracy, there's also this energy like they told you this before. I will reach out to you soon. Like they told you this, like this could have been, there's like this energy of like, they said they were going to do something and maybe they didn't do it. You don't know this, but you help me keep going each day. So it is like this energy of like, someone's not saying something, like maybe both of you aren't talking about how you feel about the situation, because you don't know this part, right? All right. I'm going to leave it there. I hope that was helpful, Tracy. Tracy, if you want to ask direct questions, those are paid readings and those are $5. She says, I hide my feelings because I'm scared. I felt that scared. But I think it's like, I got the energy, Tracy, that like, it's okay to express how you feel. I feel like this person may have some similar feelings, but it's like, they're scared to say something because you're not saying something, and you're most likely scared to say something because they're not saying something. You see what I'm trying to say? That's kind of the energy that I picked up. All right, let's move on to the next one. Super Based, right? On Twitch. Yep. And then we have Corshada on Facebook and Ian on Facebook. And let's close that list, Diana. Let's close that list out. Let me go get that banner. Guys, ask a question, $5, and Twin Flame detailed full reading is $10. That is a $20 reading in my Etsy shop. So, I mean, it's $10 is half off. But those are the only paid readings, and those will be the only readings that we will offer after we finish this list. All right. So, Super Base on Twitch, let me know that you're still here, and then let me know, are we doing a 4-card new moon reading, or are you wanting to do the 3-card message from your person? Oh my gosh, Tracy said, he said something, but not directly, and that made you even more scared. Yeah, and the hints, right? Like dropping the little hints. I understand that. All right. Super Bases, I am present and I give you the choice. All right, I'm going to pick New Moon because it's my favorite. Infinite Abundance. I just seen it. All right, Super Base. Let's see why you were drawn. I mean, it was the raid, right? But let's see why you stuck it out. All right, so 4 cards. New Moon in Virgo. Look at that. That's why you stuck it out. Transformation. A fresh new way of living emerges. In other words, you're living a whole new life, right? Rising from the ashes, definitely strong. Phoenix rising energy. Also, I always seem to pick up strong Scorpio energy with that transformation Phoenix rising card. 3 more, please. 3 more. Valiant courage. Take action with passion. Discovering truth. You stand in the light of truth. And wondrous universe. Walk in beauty. You've got some abilities. Look at that. And are you drawn to like astrology? I feel like that's a thing too. Groundings on the bottom. Go deep, explore your roots. Yes. All right. First card was the transformation Scorpio energy I got with this. Fresh new way of living emerges. This is new Virgo, Virgo new moon energy coming in. Virgo new moon energy coming in. A fresh new way of living emerges. It's definitely like rising from the ashes, and it's this energy of everything is beautiful when you start rising from the ashes, right? Everything is I don't know, like it glistens, it shines, it smells good, it's pretty, it's exciting, right? It's all of that type of energy. So definitely like an old way of doing something is finished, an old cycle is finished, and it's like now you're starting a new cycle, but this new cycle has you rising like very quickly. All right, so this is what to add to your to-do list. Man, Are we still going on my phone? Yeah, I see it. Internet just crashed, but luckily we're still going on the phone. Valiant Courage is giving me that Knight of Wands energy. It did give me that energy earlier, where it's like a little bit of reckless energy. Spirit's not going to tell you to add recklessness into your daily habits and routines. But I do get this, or to your to-do list, but I do feel like to-do list, I do see the flag like I seen last time. So there is this energy of like maybe pay more attention to your health, maybe pay more attention, and this could be spiritual health too. It doesn't necessarily have to be like physical health, but it is like pay more attention to that. And then new routines and habits that will bring you more joy. You got discovering truth. You stand in the light of truth. So I always tell this story with this card. There's this little man in the background here, and he's showing this other young man where the town is. And he's like, oh, well, you just go down this path, you walk this way, you go over those 3 hills, right? It's that type of energy. But this young man, he's like, you know what? I've already been that way. I've already seen that town. I already know what that old way of living is like, and I'm ready to find the new way, right? You stand in the light of truth. I think you're actually going to search for some form of truth. And then Wondrous Universe is going to be your guidance or where you need to focus. Again, the astrology is sticking out to me, but also how his hands are open. It's about using your own abilities. There's something about tapping into your own spiritual abilities. All right, I'm going to leave it there. I hope that was helpful. All right. So I totally... Oh, awesome, awesome. I totally lost some of the comments because I lost internet. So I won't be able to see all of those. And Spencer's in there having a bad dream. Give me just a moment, guys, just a moment. Okay, sorry, maybe not Spencer. All right, Corshada on Facebook. Corshada on Facebook. Jess Marie, don't let me forget. All right, so Corshada on Facebook and Anne on Facebook. All right, I need both of you to let me know that you're still here and which reading are you doing? And let's go quickly, please, because I'm ready to wrap it up. So we have Virgo New Moon, 4 cards. Messages from your person, 3 cards. Corshada on Facebook, let me know that you're still here. And Anne on Facebook. Yes, thank you for reminding everyone, Diana. Don't forget, guys, tomorrow, 8 p.m. Central Daylight Time, we're going to be doing fire signs, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. So make sure to join us tomorrow night. And again, that is going to be Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. All right. I'm not seeing them. So Corshada on Facebook, going once, going twice, sold. All right, next one was, which was the next one? Anne on Facebook, Anne on Facebook, Anne going once, going twice, sold to Jess Marie on Facebook. All right, guys, that's going to be it. Thank you so much for hanging out with us, guys. I appreciate you guys so very much. Just hang out with me for just a moment. This is gonna be the last reading I'm gonna do tonight, guys. Look at Diana, put our schedule up. I love you, Diana. Thank you so very, very much. All right, I'm just trying to find her. Oh, I seen Anna. I seen Corshada too. Corshada Thomas. And she didn't wait for us. Dang it. I know. It was a long list tonight, guys. I did not expect to be here this long for sure. All right, so here's my small problem that I'm bumping into. Jess Marie. I know I asked you to stay, but I'm gonna need you to type that question back in there for me. And I'm on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch. I'm on StreamYard. That's my service that I use to multi-stream. And so I get all the comments from all the platforms, and I'm trying to find it, but it's long gone. But I know that Spirit pointed it out to me, so I know I'm supposed to answer it. So yeah, if you just want to type your question back in there, that would be super awesome. Thank you, Diana. Thank you so very, 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 very much. It was a good night, right? We had picked up lots of new energies, and I had some people come back and see us from way back when, right? All right, Jess, just let me know that you're still here, and let me know if you could just type your question back in there for me, please. All right, there it is right there. Thank you. All right, Jess, would you mind if I offered you the 4-card Virgo new moon reading also along with your question? I hope the answer is no, you wouldn't mind, because here we go. All right, and then I get to pull some tarot for your actual question. All right, Jess, here we go. Ready? Okay, so Virgo new moon, I need you to understand a couple things before we jump into your question. Desert passage, trust that there's a divine plan. In other words, you're kind of like going through this desert, right? It's like there's not enough signs out here. There's not a lot of things showing you that this is the path or this is the course. You may be asking Spirit for a lot of confirmation on a regular basis. And this is going to be one of those confirmations, okay? But trust that there is a divine plan. That's Virgo new moon energy that's coming in. So you're going to start seeing even more signs. It's like it's going to be shown to you. Maybe it wasn't shown to you before, Jess, because maybe you were nervous about what those signs looked like, right? Maybe something about it just, I don't know, rubbed you the wrong way. So you were like, I just don't want to see that, right? So now you're going to be more open to seeing those signs and synchronicities. And maybe it's like not understanding what they mean. And now you'll be more open to understanding what they mean, right? All right, what you need to add to your to-do list: valiant courage, take action with passion. I know this journey is very difficult. Most likely you're drawn to me because you're on the very same spiritual awakening journey that I'm on. There is this energy of being really focused on ourselves at this time. The medical sign stuck out to me in this card all night long. And it's like we really need to be pouring into our own cup at this moment. We don't want to be reckless at this moment, but we want to be passionate about our purpose. Like, Why did all this happen to us? Why are we here? What are we supposed to be doing with all these abilities? What are we supposed to be doing with all this power, all this energy? Be excited about finding the answers to those questions, right? And then new routines and habits that will bring you more joy, stepping into your power. You are strong beyond measure. I know right now it feels like things have just really been trying to blow you over, everything coming at you at one time. But I just want you to see that you've pushed through each thing. You made it through each thing that you thought you weren't going to, right? I do see the man in the shadows. You could already be starting to do your shadow work in your spiritual awakening journey. Stay focused. Don't stop doing what you're doing. That's going to be your guidance. Hold the course. It's like there's a long run goal here, and that's Virgo new moon too. That's definitely the energy that's coming out this new moon. All right, so now your question was about moving. Would it ruin something, right? You have Three of Swords. Three of Swords is definitely a card of healing, purging, purification. Judgment coming out. Okay, I wanted to come out here and be like, no, right? But Judgment came out in reverse, and then Spirit gave me the answer just as quickly as I saw the card, okay? I'm going to pull one more. We have Six of Swords in reverse. On the bottom, we have a Ten of Wands, again, was in reverse. Okay, so here's what I'm going to say. Three of Swords, healing from a broken heart. Judgment, this is your calling, your purpose, hearing the calling, right? Following your purpose. And then Six of Swords is following the guidance, like you're being guided. And then these two cards came out in reverse. Okay, so here's what I'm going to say. You're putting so much energy into this moving thing that one, it's causing more of this, right? And two, it could be causing you to not hear the callings or hear or see the signs. Six of Swords is Spirit is guiding you all day, every day. So it's like if it's coming out in reverse, it doesn't mean that Spirit has stopped guiding you. It means that your focus and energy is on something else. And it's like you can't see the signs. You can't hear your calling, what Spirit's trying to say to you, because you're too worried or focused on that thing. Here's what I'm going to say, Jess. Ready? I was going to say this earlier. I tried to move. I tried to move in my journey. And it didn't work out for me. I definitely had to, it's like things, a jury duty happen, and it's like 3 months long where I live. Like, how does that eat? Does you guys ever heard of jury duty being 3 months long? But I'm just saying, it's like things will happen and the universe will make it so that you get pushed back together, right? So it's like if you're not supposed to move, Jess, you will get put back to where you were. You see what I'm trying to say? But I wouldn't stop taking an action. Like, let's say you're moving because there's this really good job. I wouldn't stop taking that action. I would still move because there was this really good job. If you're meant to come back here, you're going to be brought back here. If you're not meant to be brought back here, you're not going to be meant to be brought back here. This journey is about the purpose, not the person. And the reason I know this is factual, think about people. See, I'm on this side of the camera, so I get to see all of the twins out there, right? So think about people, one who's not even met their twin yet. But think about people that they're twins like on the other side of the world. Does that mean that they still can't like follow their purpose? Does that mean they still can't like hear their callings and do what it is that they're supposed to be doing? You see what I'm saying? Also too, I'm hearing a lot of times where you're putting your focus becomes your reality. So it's like you're manifesting something. Be cautious there. That's going to be that valiant courage. Don't be reckless. Your focus right now should be Virgo new moon. This should be your health, your daily routines, your habits. What harmful habits need to be removed? What helpful and healthy habits need to be added in? That's what Spirit's trying to show you right now. Whether you see those signs or not, that's what Spirit's trying to show you. I think you don't really see them because you're so scared that you're going to cause a mistake. Another thing, Jess, there's no such thing as a mistake in this journey. We only cause delays. That's the only thing we can do. And I always say a delay is not a mistake, Jess. If you cause a delay, that means means you veered off the path, right? So our soul chose this path for our lifetime, this calling. And it's like, if you veer off that path, there was something down that path that you needed to learn. It's going to make you stronger, wiser, more powerful, so that when you realign back to your soul's path, you've gained all of that and brought it with you. You see what I mean? All right, I'm going to leave it right there. I hope that helps. All right, guys, that's it. Thank you so much for coming in here and hanging out with me. I appreciate you guys all so very, very much. All new people, please hit that like button, follow button, subscribe button, all the good things, right? Don't forget, guys, fire signs tomorrow: Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, 8 p.m. Central Daylight Time. Tuesday, we'll do water signs: Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Wednesday, we'll do earth signs: Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. And on Thursday, we'll do the air signs: Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Personal readings always in my Etsy shop, always in the video description box. Guys, I love you guys. Thank you so very much. We had a fun night. I have missed this, right? First night, Venus retrograde ended, right, Diana? Thank you so much, Diana, for helping me with the list. I appreciate you so very, very much. I am always, guys, I'm always sending each one of you abundant love and light on your journey. Have a wonderful night. Thank you.